Hi everyone. Um, so here are my ramblings for the week. Anyone about my age probably remembers Mork and Mindy and how Robin Williams' character Mork used to call, was it Orson? He'd call the planet, the mothership once a week. And it kind of feels like that's what I'm doing now. So up to the mothership. Gosh, the weather is fantastic at the moment here on the lake, my friend's lake outside Brussels. I've been working so hard. It's just insane. Um, because I'm here alone, I don't really ever see anyone. I see these red squirrels that dart around, and I see the incredibly annoying, hissing Canadian style geese who, because I don't go out very much, because I'm always in here, they're getting bolder and bolder, and they come and peek in through the windows and hiss if they see me. um, I've I was writing these three books on Nasruddin, and I finished them, and they're being edited at the moment. What else is going on? And then we've been working on these readers: Tahir Shah's travel reader, Tahir Shah's fiction reader, which I just love doing. I love going back through my work and seeing how it's changed and developed and got better and got worse. I love that. And a lot recently, I've been looking at other writers and their lives, particularly writers who were really prolific, because I get really inspired by them. Um, I know I've talked about Doris Lessing a lot, and she wrote plenty of books. Someone else whose work I've been reading a lot recently is Philip K. Dick. He wrote 44 novels and dozens, hundreds maybe, of short stories. He died in 82, born in 28. I found a bizarre documentary on him online this week. And he wrote Minority Report, of course, and all kinds of other stuff. Even though I long to be productive, I don't want to go down the dark tunnel that he went down of amphetamine use and I don't know. He seemed like he was on the edge, which is maybe not a good place to be, I think, even if you've been productive. What interested me about him was during his lifetime, his work was really underrated, and it was kind of, yes, he was known, but Philip K. Dick was better known within the sort of sci-fi, kind of crazy sci-fi bandwagon. And because I was looking into him this week, I found on eBay there's a letter that he wrote that is for sale, and some manuscripts of his and that sort of thing. And they go for thousands, I mean, many thousands of dollars now. The letter just spoke of, his desperate need for money, which I can sympathize with, because what's hard about writing is to keep at it, to keep producing stuff, and to hope that it, somehow will support you. And a bit like Philip K. Dick, I write whatever I want to write, because I can't. It's the reason I failed all my exams as a kid. I can't shape myself into a form that everybody else wants. I'd rather, like Mullah Nasruddin would surely do, create myself into a form that I want and hope that everybody else rallies around sooner or later. And so maybe that's the Philip K. Dick model. Someone else I've been reading about a lot is someone whose work did sell in, bucket loads during his lifetime, became a huge celebrity, but has now really fallen out of favor. And that is Rudyard Kipling. I got this incredibly door-stopping biography. I mean, look at that. That's like, I don't know, 3 inches thick. What I was interested in with Kipling, I didn't know much about the time he spent in Maine and Vermont, I think, and and the eastern part of the US. I knew he'd been in San Francisco and, of course, in the Far East, Japan, during the earthquake 23, and or was it the earthquake in San Francisco? Well, I will find out because I haven't got to that bit yet in the biography. I'm reading it now. But it intrigues me that Kipling, although he was so prolific, his work is really, it's linked now to British colonialism, and it's widely disregarded, which it interests me that that's happened. What else is going on? This is something else I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so I'm working on lots of books which are going to be printed in this kind of format. Some of them actually now don't have white covers, but it's the print on demand, standard paperback, hardback, which we're printing on Lightning Source and Amazon. But those are all well and good. But I'm obsessed with beautiful books. And more than that, I'm quite obsessed with the idea of creating something that there's only a limited number of them. And it's something that is kind of so deep inside me that it's really hard to explain why. I don't know why. I love the idea that something is rare, and maybe that it's not even sold, but it's just given away. So what I'm doing is I'm working on a series of books. The plan is to work on them with Ariane. I'm kind of getting her enthused. She's at university, so it's a little bit hard sometimes to enthuse her. And a while ago, I happened upon these. Okay, they're made by Sennelier, which is a French art company, and they are concertina form watercolor books, and the paper is exceptionally fine, fabulous, and the bindings are lovely. And what's incredible is you can put all kinds of stuff in them, and then you won't have a problem like it getting really thick, so you have to mess around with the spine size, because it'll accommodate any amount of stuff. So there you go. So my plan is to do a series of journals that I'm working on. If anyone knows my Hannibal Fogg book, soon to be books, I've developed a character called Clementine Fogg, who is Hannibal Fogg's niece, and I want to produce, and I'm producing her journals, Clementine Fogg's journals of exploration and wonder. And they will be made on a very limited, scale, hopefully by Ariane with me. And my plan is just to make 10 of each and sell some, give some away, have probably 8 different journals, and maybe later they'll be published. But I love the idea that each one will be handmade, and it'll be wonderful, and it'll contain stuff from 100 years ago when it is dated back to. So I'm really enthusiastic about that. I've been working away kind of secretly on the project for about 5 months now, and I've got all the material. So I'm very enthusiastic. Just trying to get Ariane involved. But she says she wants to be. And she's helping with Scheherazade Foundation, which she and I set up together. And I've been working on Scheherazade Foundation a lot this week, trying to work out the projects that we're going to do. And I'll speak maybe more in the coming week about that. I'm very, very keen about it. And we're trying to work out how to get some initial funding. So just, a few $1,000s so we can get projects up and running. What I do realize is projects don't cost a lot if you've kind of got a whole mindset, a plan for them. So we've made the plan, which is, I just hate raising money. It's so awful to me to have to encourage people to donate. So I don't know what to do about that. I'm just going to kind of throw it out there and hope that people want to support it. But I'm really, I'm really excited about Sherazad Foundation, and I think that it has the potential of kind of slotting in with the mindset of the time, empowering young women and bridging cultures, and of course harnessing the teaching power of stories, which is really just what I'm about. All right. Hope the sun is shining where you are and that you're safe, COVID free, and well. Over and out from the lake house in the middle of nowhere.